Welcome back everyone, and thank you for joining this channel where everyday coins transform into extraordinary stories and hidden treasures. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating and mysterious tales in modern coin lore, the unbelievable story of a 1996 1-cent coin that, under the rarest circumstances, through a breathtaking chain of errors, mistakes, and near impossible possibilities, is said to be worth up to $15 million. So settle in and imagine the journey of a humble penny that begins its life as an ordinary copper-plated zinc coin intended for pocket change and parking meters, but ends up becoming a legendary object of desire for collectors, historians, and treasure hunters around the world. Because to understand how such an ordinary coin could reach such an extraordinary valuation, we need to explore the world of minting processes, human oversight, mechanical precision, and the razor-thin margins where perfection fails and rarity is born. And in 1996, the United States Mint was operating at immense capacity, producing billions of 1-cent coins across multiple facilities, all intended to be identical in appearance and composition. Yet it is precisely within this mass production environment that the most astonishing mistakes can occur, mistakes that normally would be caught and destroyed but on extremely rare occasions escape into circulation, creating numismatic anomalies that defy expectation. And the 1996 1-cent becomes the perfect canvas for such a story, because that year sits at a crossroads of technology, with older equipment still in use alongside newer systems, increasing the possibility of transitional errors, mismatched dies, incorrect planchets, doubled impressions, and experimental alloys slipping through unnoticed. And one of the most compelling factors that could push a 1996 penny into the realm of a $15 million valuation is the hypothetical existence of a wrong planchet error combined with a transitional metal composition, meaning the coin was struck not on the standard copper-plated zinc blank but on an experimental or foreign planchet intended for a completely different denomination or even a different country, resulting in a penny with the wrong weight, wrong thickness, wrong sound, and entirely wrong metallic properties. And if such a coin were also struck using a die intended for a different year or denomination, such as a mule error where the obverse and reverse do not belong together, the rarity multiplies exponentially, because mule errors are already among the most coveted mistakes in modern coinage, and when combined with a wrong planchet and a transitional year like 1996, the odds of existence drop to near zero, which is exactly what collectors dream of, because value in numismatics is not just about age but about improbability. And beyond planchet errors there is the possibility of dramatic die errors, such as extreme doubled dies where the design elements appear clearly doubled or even tripled due to misalignment during hubbing. And while minor doubling is relatively common, a truly dramatic doubled die that affects major design features like the date, the portrait, and the lettering, especially if it is consistent and strong across the coin, can turn a 1-cent piece into a 6- or 7-figure rarity on its own. But to approach $15 million, the coin would need to represent the absolute pinnacle of this category, something so visually striking and historically significant that it becomes a once-in-a-generation discovery. And then there are off-metal strikes where a penny is struck on a planchet made of silver, aluminum, brass, or even experimental alloys tested internally by the mint. And if documentation or metallurgical analysis were to confirm that such a coin was struck on an unapproved or experimental metal never officially released for circulation, the historical importance alone would elevate its value beyond conventional price guides, because collectors are not just buying metal, they are buying a piece of secret history that was never meant to leave the mint. And another layer of fascination comes from the possibility of a 1996 penny struck with a proof die or polished die intended for collector proofs, yet released into circulation, creating a coin with mirror-like fields, frosted devices, and extraordinary sharpness, but lacking the official proof designation, which, if combined with circulation where patterns could prove its accidental release, and such a hybrid coin blurs the line between proof and business strike, creating a category that challenges existing classifications and excites advanced collectors who thrive on anomalies that force the hobby to rewrite its rules. And then there is the realm of dramatic mechanical errors, such as multiple strikes where the coin is struck 2, 3, or even more times with significant rotation between strikes, resulting in ghosted images, overlapping portraits, and chaotic yet beautiful patterns that turn a simple penny into a work of accidental art. And while many multi-struck coins exist, a perfectly preserved example from 1996 with extreme multiple strikes, especially if combined with an off-center strike that leaves part of the planchet blank, would be exceptionally rare, and if the coin also managed to escape damage, cleaning, or corrosion over decades, retaining mint-state surfaces, its desirability would skyrocket. And let us not forget the possibility of a broad strike error where the coin is struck without a collar, causing it to expand outward and create an unusually wide and thin penny. And while broad strikes are known, a 1996 example with unusually sharp detail and perfect centering could stand out among known specimens. And when multiple error types appear together on a single coin, the rarity does not simply add, it multiplies, because each additional error reduces the probability of existence by orders of magnitude. And this is where the legend of the $15,001,996 penny truly takes shape, not as a single simple mistake, but as a convergence of errors, mistakes, and minting accidents so unlikely that they border on the miraculous. And beyond physical errors there is the role of historical context. Because 1996 marked the 50th anniversary of the Roosevelt dime and was a period of heightened production pressures and design considerations, potentially increasing the likelihood of die swaps, experimental runs, or rushed quality control decisions, and collectors place enormous value on coins that represent pivotal moments in mint history, especially when those coins reveal behind-the-scenes processes that were never intended to be public. And provenance also plays a crucial role, because if a unique 1996 penny were discovered with a clear and verifiable chain of ownership, perhaps found in a sealed mint bag, an old estate, or a long-forgotten collection assembled by a mint employee or early collector, the story itself would add immense value, as collectors are drawn not just to the object but to the narrative surrounding it. And in the world of high-end numismatics, storytelling and documentation can be just as valuable as metal and strike, and condition cannot be overstated, because a coin with all the right errors but poor preservation will never reach its full potential, whereas a pristine example with blazing luster, minimal handling, and no post-mint damage becomes a unicorn. And grading services play a pivotal role here, because an official certification confirming the authenticity, error type, and grade of such a coin would legitimize it in the eyes of the market, opening the door to private sales, museum interest, and auction house bidding wars. And it is within these competitive environments that prices can escalate rapidly, especially when multiple wealthy collectors are chasing a coin they know they may never see again. And while $15 million may sound unbelievable for a 1-cent coin, the numismatic world has repeatedly shown that when rarity, historical significance, condition, and story align perfectly, conventional price ceilings are shattered. And the psychological aspect of collecting also comes into play, because owning the most valuable penny in existence is not just about investment, it is about legacy, prestige, and the thrill of possessing something truly unique. And as rumors and stories circulate about such a 1996 penny, even the possibility of its existence fuels excitement, causing collectors to re-examine their change, search old rolls, and dream of discovery. And this collective fascination keeps the legend alive, because whether or not such a coin has been publicly revealed, the theoretical framework that could make it worth $15 million is grounded in real minting errors and real collector behavior. And that is what makes this story so compelling, because it reminds us that extraordinary value can hide in the most ordinary places, that mistakes can become masterpieces, and that history sometimes whispers rather than shouts, waiting for someone curious enough to listen. And as you go about your day and perhaps handle a simple penny dated 1996, remember that within the rigid systems of machines and procedures there is always room for the unexpected. And it is in those rare moments of imperfection that legends are born, fortunes are made, and the humble 1-cent coin transcends its face value to become a symbol of mystery, possibility, and the endless allure of the hunt. Next, 2002 1-cent coin, today has captivated collectors and enthusiasts alike with its extraordinary worth estimated at an astonishing $12 million due to its unique errors and mistakes. This penny, minted in Denver as indicated by the D Mint mark, stands out not just as a common coin but as a spectacular rarity whose value transcends ordinary currency and ventures into the realm of priceless collectibles. The story of this coin begins in the bustling U.S. Mint, where millions of pennies are struck every year to meet everyday transactional needs, but among these millions, a handful carry anomalies that elevate them from mere pocket change to coveted treasures. The 2002 1-cent coin's worth is largely attributed to several notable errors that occurred during its production, errors that may seem trivial or even accidental to the untrained eye but are in fact critical to understanding its immense value. One of the primary errors involves a striking mishap known as a double die error, where the coin's design elements, such as the date, the lettering of Liberty, or In God We Trust, appear doubled or shadowed due to a misalignment or shift during the die creation process. This doubling effect creates a visually distinct and highly sought-after variation that collectors prize for its rarity and the fascinating glimpse it offers into the minting process. In addition to the double die anomaly, the 2002 penny also showcases what is known as a die crack, a flaw caused by a crack in the metal die used to strike the coin, resulting in raised lines or imperfections on the coin's surface. While die cracks are more common in some mint years, the pattern and extent of the die cracks on this specific 2002 penny are unique and add to its desirability, making it stand apart from standard pennies and signaling its exceptional status among error coins. Moreover, another critical mistake that adds to this penny's value is the off-center strike, where the coin blank was not properly centered when struck by the die, causing part of the design to be missing or cut off. This type of error drastically reduces the number of coins with the perfect design and simultaneously creates a fascinating specimen that collectors eagerly seek. The off-center strike on the 2002 penny is notably pronounced, making this error even more prominent and contributing substantially to the coin's valuation. Beyond these striking errors, the coin's composition and condition further influence its value, as many collectors prioritize well-preserved specimens that retain sharp details and minimal wear. The 2002 penny, in its error forms, is often found in near-perfect mint state condition, which only amplifies its worth in the marketplace, as pristine examples are much rarer and more desirable than circulated or damaged coins. The rarity of these errors is a critical factor driving the penny's remarkable $12 million price tag. While millions of pennies were minted in 2002 at the Denver Mint, only a tiny fraction bear these distinct errors, making the coin exceptionally scarce. Scarcity in the coin collecting world always correlates strongly with value, and when combined with the high demand from collectors and investors aware of the coin's unique characteristics, the market value skyrockets. This leads us to explore the possible reasons behind these errors and how such mistakes occur during coin production. Minting errors like those on the 2002 penny typically arise due to a combination of mechanical failures, human error, or material flaws in the minting process. The double die error occurs during the die creation stage, when the master hub imprints the design onto working dies, and if the hub shifts or misaligns between impressions, doubling results. Die cracks develop over time as the metal dies are subjected to intense pressure during coin striking, eventually developing fractures that manifest as raised lines on coin struck after the crack forms. Off-center strikes happen when a blank planchet is fed incorrectly into the coin press, resulting in the die striking an unevenly positioned blank. These errors, while accidental, have become highly prized by collectors precisely because they reveal the human and mechanical imperfections behind mass production and offer a glimpse into the complex processes that create everyday currency. Another fascinating aspect of the 2002 penny's value lies in its story and provenance. Collectors and investors often seek coins with documented histories, verified origins, or ties to notable collections or discoveries. Many of these error pennies have surfaced through estate sales, auctions, or discoveries by everyday people who stumbled upon them in circulation or their personal collections, adding an element of mystery and excitement to their appeal. The narrative behind finding such a valuable coin in everyday change is captivating and inspires collectors to search diligently, knowing that such treasures could be hidden in plain sight. The 2002 penny also belongs to a broader category of Lincoln cents, a series that has been minted continuously since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The Lincoln cent series is widely collected and has a rich variety of errors and variations throughout its long run, but the 2002 error penny stands out even among these due to its specific and visually striking flaws. This historical context adds cultural significance and a collectible narrative to the coin beyond its metal content or face value. Speaking of metal content, the 2002 pennies are primarily composed of copper-plated zinc, a shift from the earlier solid copper pennies, and this material difference plays a subtle role in the coin's durability and how the errors manifest visually. The copper plating can wear differently around raised error features, sometimes enhancing the visibility of cracks or doubling and making the errors more pronounced. This subtle metallurgical element can contribute to collector interest and the coin's overall aesthetic appeal. Furthermore, the coin's value at $12 million is also influenced by the current trends and dynamics in the numismatic market, where rarity, demand, and media attention drive prices to extraordinary heights. Stories of coins selling for millions of dollars capture public imagination, attracting new collectors and investors to the field and driving prices up even further. The 2002 penny has become emblematic of this phenomenon, representing how even the smallest and seemingly insignificant objects can become priceless due to their history, errors, and rarity. Alongside market trends, the condition grading by professional numismatic organizations also affects the coin's valuation. Grading services assess the coin's state of preservation, error authenticity, and overall appeal, providing buyers and sellers with trusted certifications that support the coin's value. A 2002 penny with verified errors and a high grade can command premium prices, while uncertified or lower grade examples may not reach the same valuation. This system adds transparency and confidence to the buying and selling of such valuable coins. Collectors also study the minutiae of the coin's errors, comparing subtle variations in doubling, crack patterns, and centering to identify the most desirable specimens. This meticulous analysis and classification form a specialized subfield within numismatics known as error coin collecting, which appreciates the technical and artistic facets of minting errors as opposed to regular coin collecting that often focuses on historical significance or mintages alone. The 2002 penny, therefore, holds a place of honor within this niche, providing enthusiasts with a rich subject for study and admiration. In addition to being a valuable collectible, the 2002 penny serves as an educational tool, teaching about minting processes, the occurrence of errors, and the principles of rarity and value in collectibles. Museums and exhibitions sometimes feature error coins like this to illustrate the complexities and unexpected outcomes in coin production, as well as to inspire curiosity about currency and history. Its $12 million value also underscores the importance of recognizing and preserving these unique pieces. The potential for the 2002 penny to appreciate even further in value depends on several factors including discovery of more specimens, changes in market demand, and continued interest in rare coins. While some may see this penny merely as a piece of metal, to collectors it represents a remarkable intersection of chance, history, and craftsmanship gone awry in a way that creates extraordinary value. This coin invites us to reconsider what we value and why, showing that mistakes can sometimes lead to incredible fortunes. For anyone interested in entering the world of rare coins, the 2002 penny is a compelling example of how detailed knowledge, patience, and keen observation can uncover hidden treasures. Whether found in circulation, purchased at auction, or inherited from previous collectors, owning a coin like this is like holding a piece of history that tells a story of production error turned extraordinary asset. It symbolizes the enduring allure of numismatics and the thrill of discovery. In conclusion, the 2002 1-cent penny priced at $12 million stands as a testament to the fascinating world of coin errors and their impact on value. Its unique double die cracks, and off-center strike, combined with rarity, condition, and market dynamics, create a perfect storm that elevates a simple penny to an astronomical worth. Next, 2007 1-cent coin, today has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and numismatics experts alike for its extraordinary worth estimated at an unbelievable $11 million. This penny, minted in 2007, might at first glance seem like an ordinary coin, one of billions produced for everyday use, but it is anything but common, it holds a unique place in coin collecting history due to a series of rare errors and mistakes during its production that have made it an exceptionally valuable collectible. The journey of this 2007 penny's rise to fame begins with understanding the minting process at the U.S. Mint, where coins are produced with precision and care in enormous quantities, yet, as with any mass production, occasional anomalies occur, anomalies that transform otherwise ordinary coins into priceless artifacts. The 2007 1-cent coin's immense value is primarily driven by its rare and distinctive errors, which include but are not limited to a double die obverse error, die cracks, and an off-center strike, each contributing layers of uniqueness and rarity that make this coin stand out in the numismatic world. Among the most striking of these errors is the double die obverse, where the design elements, particularly the date, the inscriptions, Liberty, and, In God We Trust, appear doubled or shadowed, a result of a misalignment during the die creation phase, where the master hub impresses the coin's design onto the working dies twice, but slightly offset. This doubling effect creates a visually striking and highly sought-after variety that collectors prize not only for its rarity but also for the glimpse it offers into the intricacies and imperfections of coin manufacturing. In addition to the double die, the 2007 penny also exhibits significant die cracks, which occur when the steel die used to strike the coin develops fractures after repeated use under immense pressure. These die cracks transfer raised lines or ridges onto the coin's surface, sometimes forming intricate and unusual patterns that add to the coin's character and appeal. The particular pattern of die cracks on the 2007 penny is unique and rare, further increasing the coin's desirability and value among collectors who specialize in error coins. Furthermore, the 2007 penny is known to have examples with off-center strikes, an error that occurs when the blank planchet is not properly aligned within the coin press during striking, resulting in part of the design being cut off or missing. Off-center strikes are less common and especially prized when the degree of off-centering is pronounced, as it reveals a dramatic departure from the intended design and makes each off-center coin a singular creation. The 2007 1-cent coins with these significant off-center errors are extremely scarce, driving demand and prices to remarkable levels. The physical condition or grade of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value as well. Many of the 2007 error pennies that have surfaced are in near-perfect mint state condition, displaying sharp details and minimal wear, which is particularly notable given that pennies usually circulate heavily and degrade quickly. This high level of preservation adds an additional layer of rarity and desirability, as collectors often seek coins that not only have error features but also maintain their original mint luster and clarity. The scarcity of these errors in combination with the coin's condition propels the valuation to the extraordinary figure of $11 million. To understand how these errors arise, it is essential to consider the complex coin production process. Errors such as double die occur at the die manufacturing stage, when the master hub impresses the design onto the working dies that will strike the coins. A slight misalignment or shift between impressions results in doubling. Die cracks develop over time as the metal dies endure repeated strikes and eventually develop fractures that imprint onto the coins. Off-center strikes happen when planchets are improperly fed into the presses or if there is mechanical failure during striking, causing the design to be struck off the center of the coin blank. These mistakes are usually unintended and indicate mechanical or procedural irregularities but are now highly prized by collectors for the story they tell about the minting process and the rarity they create. Another fascinating dimension to the 2007 penny's value lies in its provenance and discovery history. Unlike many coins that have been known and circulated without attention, the error 2007 pennies came to prominence after a series of discoveries by collectors and everyday individuals who found them in circulation or inherited them from estates. The stories behind these discoveries, sometimes involving chance encounters or meticulous searches, add to the mystique and allure surrounding the coin. Provenance, the documented history of a coin's ownership and origin, plays a vital role in establishing authenticity and value, and many 2007 error pennies come with certificates or have been graded by reputable numismatic authorities, further cementing their position in the collector market. This coin is also part of the broader Lincoln Cent series, which has been continuously minted since 1909 and features one of the most enduring and beloved designs in American coinage, featuring Abraham Lincoln's portrait. The long history of the Lincoln Cent series means that collectors have a vast array of varieties and errors to pursue, but the 2007 Pennies' distinctive errors set it apart within this venerable lineage. The combination of its modern production date and significant minting anomalies create a fascinating blend of contemporary history and numismatic rarity. The 2007 Pennies, like others minted since 1982, are primarily composed of a zinc core with a thin copper plating, a shift from earlier pennies that were mostly solid copper. This difference in composition influences how the errors appear and how the coin ages, with the copper plating often wearing away first, revealing the zinc core underneath. Interestingly, the error features like doubling and die cracks often create raised and indented surfaces that can affect how the plating wears, sometimes accentuating the visibility of these errors and making the coin even more eye-catching. The material composition also affects the coin's durability, which plays a role in the survival of these rare error coins in such excellent condition. The $11 million valuation for the 2007 1-cent error coin is not just a product of its physical attributes but also a reflection of current numismatic market trends where rarity, collector demand, and media attention drive prices to unprecedented heights. The fascination with coins that were once everyday objects but now command millions showcases the emotional and financial connection people have with numismatics. This coin has become symbolic of the potential hidden value in ordinary things and the thrill of uncovering something extraordinary in the most unexpected places. The professional grading and certification of the 2007 Pennies error coin significantly enhanced their marketability and value. Organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, provide third-party authentication and assign grades based on condition, error verification, and overall eye appeal. A 2007 penny with verified errors and a high grade commands premium prices and instills buyer confidence, while uncertified coins might struggle to reach similar valuations. This system of grading ensures transparency and trust in the trade of rare coins, making it easier for collectors and investors to engage in the market. Numismatists also engage in detailed study and comparison of error coins, scrutinizing minute differences in the appearance of doubling, crack patterns, and centering to classify and identify the most valuable and rare specimens. This specialized field of error coin collecting has grown substantially, and the 2007 penny is often cited as a prime example for both new and experienced collectors due to its dramatic and well-documented errors. Beyond its monetary value, the 2007 1-cent coin serves as an educational artifact, providing insights into the minting process, the nature of errors, and the principles of rarity and collectability. Museums, coin clubs, and educational programs frequently showcase such error coins to illustrate the intricacies of coin production and the unexpected results of manufacturing imperfections. The story of this coin encourages appreciation not only for monetary gain but also for craftsmanship, history, and the unexpected beauty found in mistakes. The future of the 2007 penny's value is tied to various factors including the discovery of more specimens, changes in market interest, and the growing popularity of error coin collecting. While the current valuation stands at an impressive $11 million, the coin's worth could fluctuate based on supply and demand dynamics as well as broader economic conditions. The coin story underscores the unpredictable nature of collectibles and the potential for immense value hidden in small, seemingly insignificant objects. For collectors, investors, or anyone curious about numismatics, the 2007 1-cent error coin offers a captivating example of how knowledge, patience, and a keen eye can uncover hidden treasures. Whether found by chance, through dedicated searching, or acquired through reputable auctions, owning a piece like this connects one to a rich history of coin production. Last 2014 1-cent coin, today, commands an astonishing value of $10 million due to its rare and remarkable errors and mistakes that have turned it from ordinary pocket change into a priceless treasure. This 2014 penny, minted as part of the Lincoln Cent series, is widely recognized not only for its widespread circulation but for a handful of exceptionally rare variations that occurred during the minting process, which have made certain examples of this coin worth millions in the collector's market. The intrigue surrounding this coin begins with the understanding that while billions of pennies are produced each year to facilitate everyday transactions, a small subset bears striking anomalies that are highly coveted for their uniqueness, rarity, and the fascinating glimpse they provide into the coin production process. The 2014 1-cent coin's value skyrockets to $10 million largely because of these errors, which include but are not limited to significant double die obverse errors, pronounced die cracks, off-center strikes, and possible variations in metal composition, all combining to create a specimen that is highly sought after by collectors worldwide. One of the most prominent and visually arresting errors found on some 2014 pennies is the double die obverse, where the design elements, particularly the date, 2014, the motto, "In God We Trust," and the word, "Liberty," appear doubled or shadowed. This effect is caused during the die creation process when the master hub impresses the design onto the working die more than once, but with a slight misalignment between impressions. The resulting doubling creates a striking visual anomaly that makes these coins instantly recognizable and extremely rare, contributing heavily to their sky-high valuation. Another critical feature contributing to the coin's remarkable worth is the presence of die cracks. Die cracks occur when the metal dies used to strike coins develop fractures from repeated high-pressure strikes. These cracks imprint raised lines or ridges on the coin surface, often forming intricate and unique patterns that enhance the coin's individuality and appeal. The specific die cracks found on the 2014 penny are both distinctive and rare, making them especially valuable to collectors who focus on error coins as a specialized niche. In addition to double die and die cracks, certain 2014 pennies also exhibit off-center strikes, an error that occurs when the blank planchet is misaligned during the striking process, resulting in a coin where the design is noticeably shifted and parts of the design may be missing or cut off. These off-center strikes vary in degree, but the more severe examples tend to fetch higher prices due to their dramatic deviation from the intended design. The 2014 pennies off-center strikes are particularly well documented and rare, adding another layer of desirability and scarcity to this coin's profile. The physical condition of the 2014 penny is another vital aspect of its value. Many of the error coins that have surfaced are in near-pristine mint state condition, which is notable given that pennies typically endure heavy circulation that wears down details and diminishes value. Coins that retain their original mint luster and sharpness of detail command a premium in the market, as collectors prize both rarity and condition. The combination of significant errors and exceptional condition makes the 2014 penny a top-tier collectible commanding prices in the multi-million-dollar range. To fully appreciate how these errors come to be, it's essential to understand the minting process. Coins are produced by striking blank metal discs, or planchets, with engraved dies that impart the design. Double die errors occur during the die manufacturing stage, where a misalignment during hubbing causes duplicated design elements. Die cracks result from stress fractures in the steel dies after repeated strikes. Off-center strikes happen when planchets are improperly fed or positioned in the press, resulting in uneven strikes. These errors are accidental byproducts of complex machinery and processes but have become treasured by collectors for their rarity and the stories they tell about coin production. Beyond the physical attributes, the provenance and discovery stories of 2014 pennies with errors contribute significantly to their mystique and value. Many of these coins were discovered by collectors through careful examination of circulated coins or came from estate sales and auctions, where their extraordinary nature was recognized and documented. The narratives of finding such valuable coins in everyday change or inherited collections add an emotional and historical dimension that enhances desirability. Additionally, documentation and authentication by reputable numismatic grading services further solidify the value of these coins, as professional certification assures buyers of authenticity and condition. The 2014 penny belongs to the Lincoln Cent series, one of the longest-running and most popular coin series in United States history, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. This series, which began in 1909, has undergone various design changes and composition shifts over the years, with 2014 coins primarily composed of copper-plated zinc. This composition change from the earlier solid copper pennies has subtle effects on the coin's appearance and how errors manifest visually. For instance, the thin copper plating can wear differently on raised error features, sometimes making die cracks or doubling more apparent. This metallurgical aspect adds an interesting dimension to the coin's overall appeal and rarity. The current valuation of the 2014 1-cent coin at $10 million reflects not only its rarity and condition but also broader market trends within the numismatic community. Interest in error coins has surged in recent years, fueled by media attention and the increasing realization that coins once considered common can hold immense value if certain unique conditions are met. This heightened demand, combined with the rarity of high-grade error coins like the 2014 penny, has pushed prices to unprecedented levels. Additionally, the numismatic market relies heavily on grading and certification from organizations such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These entities evaluate coins for authenticity, grade, and error verification, providing collectors and investors with trusted validation. A 2014 penny with verified double die crack, or off-center errors and a high-grade certification can command a premium price, while uncertified or damaged coins typically do not reach similar values. This grading system enhances market transparency and confidence, encouraging more robust trading activity. Collectors often engage in meticulous study and classification of these error coins, examining subtle variations in doubling, crack formations, and degree of off-centering to distinguish the most desirable specimens. This specialized knowledge fuels a thriving community focused on error coin collecting, with the 2014 penny being a prominent and exciting example. Beyond the monetary implications, the 2014 1-cent error coin serves as a valuable educational tool, illustrating the complexities of coin production and the nature of minting mistakes. Museums, coin clubs, and educational institutions use such coins to teach about manufacturing processes, quality control, and the ways that errors can unexpectedly enhance the value and interest in everyday objects. This coin symbolizes how imperfection can become prized and how attention to detail can uncover hidden worth in seemingly ordinary items. The future value of the 2014 penny depends on various factors including the discovery of additional specimens, shifts in collector interest, and overall economic conditions affecting the collectibles market. While currently valued at $10 million, prices may fluctuate as the supply and demand dynamics evolve. Regardless, the 2014 penny stands as a testament to the potential for extraordinary value in small, everyday objects when unique circumstances align. For those intrigued by numismatics or the thrill of discovery, the 2014 1-cent error coin exemplifies how knowledge, patience, and a discerning eye can reveal treasures hidden in plain sight. Whether acquired through chance finds, auctions, or inheritance, owning such a coin connects one to a rich history of production, error, and value. It embodies the excitement of collecting and the enduring fascination with coins as both historical artifacts and investment vehicles. In essence, the 2014 1-cent penny valued at $10 million highlights the profound impact that minting errors can have on the worth of a coin. Its double die obverse, distinctive die cracks, and off-center strikes, combined with rarity, exceptional condition, and a vibrant market demand, create a perfect convergence that elevates this penny far beyond its face value. This coin not only captivates collectors and investors but also tells a compelling story about the complexities of coin manufacturing and the unexpected beauty found in imperfections. So, next time you handle a penny, remember the possibility that a rare 2014 penny with extraordinary errors could be waiting to be discovered, ready to change the fortunes of its finder and inspire awe among those who appreciate the incredible stories coins can tell.